Hey guys, Mel Bell here. I wanted to talk today about choosing the most perfect loctician for you and what your expectations should be, how important it is to search for the proper loctician and the things to keep in mind. So let's keep in mind that you're looking for someone that you're going to sit with for 3 to 5 days. Depends on how short your hair is or how long it is. You're also going to be seeing this person every once a month. They're going to go through a journey with you, and they're going to watch your hair grow. They are going to give you advice. When you have questions, they're going to be there to answer those questions. You will be paying them a lot of money, and where they do the locks are where you're going to have to go to. So you want to think about, do I like the environment? Do I like this person? You don't have to be best friends, but you're going to develop a relationship with this person. And so it is important that their temperament is such that you don't feel like you hate the fact that you have to go there and talk to this person while they do your hair. That, they do a good job on my head, but it takes 2 days for them to call me back. Those are things that you want to think about. So when you decide to get your sister locks done, you go and get a consultation. Some locticians will charge you for a consultation. They should give you like maybe 5 locks that they'll put in some inconspicuous place that you can hide under your hair to get you used to it. So what you should expect when you go to a loctician, they're going to look in your hair. They're going to want you to come with your hair clean and no product so that they can see your natural hair grade. They're going to want to put their hands in it. They're going to want to do a few sister locks so that you can see what they look like. They want you to sit with that. They're going to measure your hair length. They're going to quote your price. And they're going to talk to you about sister locks. They're going to ask you, how much do you know about sister locks? This is what you should expect from someone who has been trained and is certified. Now, not all people who are certified locticians, locticians are going to have are going to be on the website. I felt like I needed somebody from the website. I'm glad I went that route. However, apparently there are people out there that are not on the website that are certified. They will have a book. They'll have a Sister Locks book. And it will have, it's like a little worksheet that they put your name in, your hair grade and all of that in there. So these are the things that tell you this person is professional. And you should not feel obligated just because you got a consultation to choose this person. Even if the person does the consultation for free. So my first person did the consultation for free. Second person charged $25. I paid $25 and I ended up going with the one who charged me. Different experiences. The first lady that I reach out to who was on the Sister Locks website. Okay, so you want to try to get somebody from the Sister Locks website. They are listed by state and their email and often their phone number is included. I texted people. Some of the people were not accepting new clients, but they were nice enough to refer me to someone else from the website. So that was good. They support each other. So another thing that you should look at is, like the first lady, I texted her. We talked about setting up some time. Found out it's Sunday. The train isn't running until late. I won't be able to get there on time. Do you mind if my friend drives me? And then I can come and like waiting for her all the way through Saturday night to reply back to me. And then I was like, I'm sorry, this isn't going to work out. Like, I need an answer. And then she was like, oh, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, period. So when you get a red flag like that, if the person that you're trying to get your hair done by isn't getting back to you on the same day with whatever your communication is, it's reasonable if they are on vacation or something like that. But regular, normal, someone who's handling their business is going to reply back to you in a timely manner. They want your money. They want to develop a good relationship off the bat with you. They are professional. If they are not professional, just remember that this is a person that you've got to spend a lot of time with. And that lack of professionalism will spill out into your relationship with this person. You will develop a relationship with your loctician. So you want to make sure it's a good one. You can find somebody to do your hair, and they can be a good person, but you have to be patient and persistent in going through people and not feel obligated to say yes to the first person that you meet or talk to. So it took me 3 times. Third person, let me tell you what I liked about her. I reached out to her via text. She introduced herself. She told me when she got certified. She sent me her Instagram page, and it showed a number of different people that she had done their installations. Establishments. That's the right word. The right word is establishments. I have to start using that language. So she showed pictures of those people and in their progress. And she said, I charge $25 for installations. And this is the type of, these are the ways that you can pay me. And you can also give me cash. I do my work from my house in a studio. You know, she was way up front. She had this, I'm sure it's a copy paste thing. However, she promoted herself very professionally, and you didn't have to ask her for anything. Be wary of somebody who only has like 3 pictures to show you of somebody's hair that they did. They should have pictures, unless they're willing to say, I'm a trainee, so I haven't done a lot of people's hair. I helped on this head or something like that. That's fine if you decide to get a trainee. I don't know if I would. I didn't, so I'll never be able to tell you one way or another if that's a good experience. I'm sure you'll find other videos that will say, tell you what the experience is with a trainee. Let's see. I wrote some things down so I don't forget. Make sure the location is going to work for you. Are you going to want to once a month go to this place? How long does it take to get there? Because it's important that you're not slacking on your retightenings, because that's what's going to make your locks beautiful, is staying up on the maintenance. So also budget. What is your budget going to be? Your loctician should have a pricing model. She should be able to tell you during that consultation how much she's going to charge you. She should measure your hair and tell you why she's charging you how much she's charging you, what's the estimate, and why that's the estimate. And she'll tell you how much her retightnings are. She should give you your first retightening for free. That's a part of being certified with Sister Locks. That first retightening is free. If your loctician tells you otherwise, give it the side eye. I don't know if I want to work with this person, because you pay a lot of money, and so getting the first retightening free is not charity. That's built into how much you're paying. So that's also what you want to keep in mind. And when you go to your establishment appointment, bring a blanket, like a throw blanket. Bring yourself a sports bottle full of water. Bring yourself snacks. Bring yourself lunch and dinner, sandwiches, whatever. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And when you coming up, when you're taking out that much money, I really tried not to deliver, like have food delivered and things like that. I made myself sandwiches, and um, I have to eat on time. I'm diabetic, so I made sure I had my oatmeal in the morning. We started early in the morning and we ended at like 6, 7, or 8 at night, and so I had to make sure I had my dinner. Um, and have that. It's not her responsibility. It's not your loctician's responsibility to feed you. Um, it's not their responsibility to keep you warm. If you don't want to talk to somebody all the time that you're there, bring a book. So my loctician, because she did it out of her house, she had a television right in front, so I could sit there and watch TV. She had a lot of different streaming services where we watched movies together. We watched stand-up comedy. It was a good time. I think it's a nice thing to do to consider your loctician. My loctician doesn't like horror movies. I watched something that was close to being scary and she jumped so many times I felt horrible about it. So I didn't watch no scary movies. But she said her last client watched scary movies the whole time she was getting an establishment done. I don't think that's right. I think you should, like, she told me at one point, well, you can lay down and go to sleep so I can finish this part here. I'm like, we're in this together. I'm staying awake. You're awake. We're going to do this together. And every once in a while, I'd be like, how's it going up there? She's like, everything's good. We're going. We're making good progress. That's good. You want to share this experience with somebody and not just it's the person who's doing your hair, because it's a lot. It's a lot of time that you're putting into your hair and spending this time with this person. You want to develop a bit of a friendship slash relationship with them, working relationship. And I would say, you want to be neutral in your conversations, because you don't want to get into no kind of conversations about politics or religion. Don't assume she goes to church because you go to church. Things like that. Your loctician should be professional, and she shouldn't be preaching to you or judging you about anything. So my loctician was really good. She was all those things, and those are all the things that you want to look for in your loctician. Preparation for your big day, your first day of your establishment. Oh, you want to make sure that one person is doing your hair. One person. She should be like, this is how long it's going to take for me to do your whole head. I don't agree with more than one person in my head doing my locks. Even if they're both excellent, that doesn't mean they're both going to do the same locks. She put small locks and she put medium ones in my hair. And she did it based on how she wanted them to fall. And so I don't see how she would have been able to instruct the other person, if they were two people on my head, to do it just the same way. I'm not down for that. I just maybe it works. I don't know. But I didn't like the idea of it. So before my appointment, the day prior, I had a sugar scrub, right? And so I never thought to do this before, but I just thought, why don't I use this sugar scrub to scrub my scalp to get it really clean? And do you know, my scalp was cleaner than it's ever been in my whole life. Use this sugar scrub. It was like sugar and shea butter and something else in it. And I scrubbed it here, and I got it all up in my root, and before locks. And I just scrubbed. I got way in there, and I just got, oh, that felt good. Oh, I had a scratch. Ooh, okay. Wash day is tomorrow. And my head's like, just scratch me, please. Just scratch me. Okay. It's going to be okay, because I'm going to wash it tomorrow, and it's going to be all right. What was I saying? So, I scrubbed my scalp with the sugar scrub, and it really, really helped My scalp was so clean. That's all she kept saying. Your scalp is so clean. Now, after I'd done the sugar scrub, I then used a clarifying shampoo to get all of the oil out. Um, Let me explain. I feel like I made a mistake there, maybe. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, and so it was my intention to not have any buildup that I could not wash out, because I was used to washing my hair every day to not have buildup. So my intention was to strip my whole scalp dry, so that I wouldn't be itching like crazy because of product that needed to be washed out of my hair, including shea butter oil, um, cocoa butter, and coconut oil, like was all in that sugar scrub, which is why I did the declarifying shampoo. Your loctician might tell you to do a really nice deep condition for yourself beforehand, and that will help your hair to be ready for the locking. Your scalp is going to itch, and just be ready for that. Make sure that you bring something to cover your head when you leave. If you have to be in public, get home. Like takes me like an hour or so to get home from my loctician's house, and I take public transportation. So when I was getting them put in, I had a black little cap that I could put on my head, because you're gonna start off in one spot. Expect that it's gonna take a while for your grid to be done, and depending on how long your loctician has been doing things. Oh, we're 16 minutes in. Your loctician might take extra time putting your grid in. Your grid is important, so don't be upset if most of the first day is getting that grid put in, because you want that shit to be perfect, and it means everything. A good foundation lays the groundwork for a great head of hair. So you want that to be perfect as possible. Make sure that you come prepared. I already said that. So those are all the things that you want to look at when you think about a loctician. You shouldn't have to wait too long. They shouldn't always reschedule on you, and first impressions matter. So keep an eye on those first impressions. See what things are like during the consultation. Is she on time? Make sure you're on time. Make sure you're on time for every one of your appointments, especially during the establishment, because most likely they're getting up early in the morning to see you, and they are ready for you. Keep in mind this person is going to stand there and to put these little things in your hair all day long. Be nice to that person. But yeah, make sure that they're professional and that this is someone you're going to want to see. You don't have to be best friends, but can you guys get along? Is her place clean? Is the space that she has made for you clean? Is there a bunch of drama happening around? Or, you'll be able to peep the scene when you get your consultation done. You're going to know what it's like. You're going to feel out the vibe. Don't just get your hair done by this person because that's the one that you found and you really want to get it done. It's a process. It's a journey. Take the time to get the right person to do your hair. Okay? I think that's all I can say, that I have pounded it into your head. And your loctician will also tell you tips for your itchy scalp. Those are things you can ask them about in that first consultation. They should be very informed. They should know off the top of their head some good tips. That means that they are serious about their work and they know what they're doing. And of course, that's very important. Okay, so if you are about to get sister locks, good luck to you. And just keep all those things in mind, and it will be a wonderful journey, but it is a journey. It's a whole transformative process with yourself and in your relationship with your hair. And it will be a great journey if you set it up properly. Okay? Take care.